Hey guys, today I will be talking about building, positioning, placement, anything like that. Because it's one of the many things that I've learned is that you can actually tell if a person is more experienced than you by how he places his buildings. Okay? Because a new player usually starts building things randomly at will and whatnot. And and take note that all of these things that I'll be showing you is just one of the many things that I've learned by watching some of the stronger players replays. These things you can deviate from this if you want to, but it's actually nice learning them by rote. So hopefully by the end of this video, I have helped you improve your gameplay by how you place your buildings somehow, let's just say correctly. Okay, so let's begin. Let's begin with the farms. Okay, the farms usually belong right next to the civic center because this is the farms. Uh, this is where the women are. Okay, and being women, the most very defenseless unit there is, they need the best protection they have, and this building shoots arrows, and it happens to be the most fortified building from village phase to city phase. And also the civic center, excuse me, happens to be your nearest resource drop-off point. So that means these women who are farming will have the nearest drop-off point right here next to each other, and also can be safe against raids. Okay. Also, when you ring the town bell or civic bell, is that what you call it now? Women will instantly go inside the civic center to be protected away from the raiders if ever they show out. Right? One way, or if you do not, oh yeah, before I forget, take note that these farms overlap each other. As you can see here, so cannot treat that as an example. I will try to build that farm, and they're not a total. Let's just say the hitbox of one field does not really match. This was made on purpose, okay? At least I think it was made on purpose to make it visually stunning, while at the same time you can overlap farms. Some players like to build somewhere halfway around the civic center and the other half of the farm right here, so they can have more farms right there. Yeah, but somehow I'm already comfy with the cross pattern and 4 right here. So however you play it, the only next place where you want to build your farms is that you will be planning to get this in the farmstead. You will be placing a farmstead right here, right next to the farm, because this is your next resource drop-off point. That is this if you think that you already have enough farms here and you want more. The ideal place to place them is right next to the farmstead, right? There's the farmstead usually belongs to where these things are. Food resource. Either fruit trees, fruit bushes, or just near animals where your scout can hunt them down. Right? Next, the houses. The houses usually you can place them wherever you want generally, but I have seen some players do this, making a makeshift wall out of their houses, because another way of preventing raids is by doing this, so that if a player tries to raid, he has to go around your base's defenses just so he can start wreaking havoc within your fields. Also, as I mentioned before, raising the town bell, the civic center can only hold up to, let's see, 20 people. And if you have more than 20 people in the farms, there's another place the women can hide. So that's another way. If you don't prefer this strategy, houses belong somewhere at the back of the base. Group them together there. Or somehow I place them next to the storehouses if there are women working there, so that when I raise the town bell, women immediately hide there. Right? Okay. So, blacksmith, another backside building need to be protected because it mainly does nothing except, you can put upgrades there, but other than that, no purpose. You just need to protect this building. So it's a backside building. Another backside building is the market, and I kind of placed it right here on purpose because what if I want to trade with the player right here? Okay, the trade path needs to be as clear as possible or as efficient, just like what I said on my market tutorial. You need to at least have a very clear trade path. If you do not like trading, this belongs to another very protected place, right? Okay, next, the storehouse. Storehouse, since it's your secondary resource drop-off point for stone, metal, and wood, you need to place them as near to the resource as you can. And as you can see here, I didn't place a storehouse here and a storehouse here, making it somehow a waste of wood to build. Let's just build it near here, unless you will be using 20 or 15 miners here, then it's better to separate them, right? As you can see here, this storehouse has the most well-balanced placement there is for now, because it's near to metal, near to stone, and near a little bit of wood. Sometimes you also have to discern how to place them on the nearest wood line, because if I place this guy right here, sure, it's very nice to the wood line, but once these trees start going down, the walk time, the walk speed, the walking distance will eventually go so long that you have to build another storehouse near here. This guy, you can maybe set him, it's very an ideal place, because the next time you'll be building another storehouse is maybe right here, when it's already too far, but at least it has gathered more wood with far more efficient walk speed, walk time, whatever. Okay? And another anti-raid strategy people have done is by placing sentry tower right next to the storehouse, especially your lumber camp. These mines kind of protected, so almost unnecessary to build a sentry tower here. And also, this is, the sentry tower was made against early game raids. That's why it's so cheap, 100 wood, and you can actually upgrade it to the defense tower later on if you want to. Right? Okay. Outposts. The outpost, I've seen people do this, because sometimes the tower outranges its own vision, so you need the outpost to widen the eyes, okay, so that he can see some incoming enemy and the tower can fire them even before they reach the range of vision of this guy's range of visions. Okay, and you can see here that I have placed 3 towers in a triangle formation. This is an anti-AI strategy. I'm not sure it's going to be very effective against people, but I'll use it against the AI. Especially I use a temple right here because it's it heals units faster, so I lure the AI here, fight them while the towers are raining down, and giving my units a chance to heal up beside them. Okay? Yeah, I need to delete this first because I need to search something. Okay? As you see here, I will try to build a tower, and you can see that range, average bonus range, 13 meters. This range goes up once it starts hitting a slope, just like this one. See? Okay, 13, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So it's a very good way to have even better, what do you call it, tower range if it's on a higher slope. So it's very good, very nice way to treat your, or just find a mound if you want to play some towers. It increases the range. Fortress also does the same. Any building with something that shoots arrows, I guess, it adds range. I'm kind of waiting for it to also increase the damage, because placing the towers on a higher ground only increases the range, but not the damage yet, I hope. So I hope the developers will patch that up. Okay? Oh yeah, the outposts, since they also serve as your secondary eyes, the best place to put them is on certain choke points. Okay? This one, in the case that blue is my enemy, I need to see whether he will plan to attack me or not. And this is the best choke point. Of course, if it doesn't plan on being seen by this outpost, he needs to go around, making things a lot slower for him. Right? Because this guy, if he tries to sneak around there, I might see him, go a frontal attack, I will see him beforehand, and yeah. Try to go here, maybe I'll see him. It's a very nice position to have. The same goes with red. Okay? And take note that I have garrisoned the person here, because once outside of my territory, because the outpost is one of the structures that you can build outside your territory, and once you start leaving it alone, its loyalty bar will slowly drop, and it will belong to Gaia anytime soon. And garrisoning someone there helps it stay. Otherwise, you need to upgrade if you want. Okay? Territory decay rate, minus 50% for outpost. That's how it works. Okay. Now what have... Oh, yeah, the barracks. Barracks, you can place it anywhere you want depending on your playstyle. If you have an aggressive playstyle, out there, rotated to your enemy, because this is usually the I call it the mouth of the barracks, so that and as you can see here, sometimes I even place it nearer to my wood camp, especially if I wanted my units to chop wood immediately and not rotated right here, because it will take precious seconds of walk time just so he can pop right here, walk right here, and then become very useful. Okay, so if we try to spawn skirmishers right here, and if one wanted to see the difference, that is the amount of work time he has to do. It has to work if the barracks is rotated wrongly. If you're playing casually, fine, it doesn't matter. But competitive games, every second counts. Rotate your buildings accordingly, depending on your playstyle. If you want a very defensive one, okay, very defensive one, you can do that. Aggressive one towards your enemy, or if you want a resource oriented one towards your resource. It's kind of neat, eh? Kind of neat. How do you rotate buildings? yeah, some people don't know it, so let me just show you. So before, don't click. Okay, select your building, don't click. Press left click, and then begin messing around with the mouse, and you can tell. Okay, so if you're happy with the rotation, now you can let go. Right? That's how it works. The dock, since it's also another resource drop-off point, you want it as near to the, right here, near to the resource you want. For now, this is a special building for the Britons. It's called the Crannock. It acts as if a watery civic center, if you call that, because our plain dock will only build ships. This guy can train units as well, right? It's good. It's a special building for the Britons or the Celtic factions. I'm not sure. I haven't checked the golds yet. Building rotation, right? That fortress, kind of the same. Forward fortress, kind of recommendable, but a lot of players just like to turtle their base later on, so they want the fortress to be as near to the civic center as possible, or as near to the backside buildings as possible. That's how they do it. Okay. Have I missed anything? I'm not sure. What do you guys think? If you disagree with my interpretation of these things, again, you can deviate from these strategies if you want to, depending on your playstyle or depending on your preferred gameplay. If you have another tip, please leave a comment right there, or any suggestions, any topic you would like me to discuss, please do. So that's it for now. I hope this helps. Bye bye.